Safrina Kadri from fengshuiandprosper.com. Just give me a second, I'm gonna fix my camera a little. Happy New Year, everyone. We are, let's see, Sunday, so we're on the third day of 2016. Hi, Earl Holder. Hi, Elena. Welcome. So I'm obviously coming to you on Periscope, and I am simulcasting on Google Hangout as well. Just wanted to quickly wish everyone a happy new year, and I'm hoping that it's started off on a great note for people. But on a more somber note, I wanted to do this Periscope because I wanted to talk about Flying Star Feng Shui for January, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, especially if you are a Feng Shui enthusiast. So, for those of you who have been following me on social media, either Facebook, YouTube, or even on my blog, hi Martha, thank you for joining. So for those of you who are familiar with me, you know I am a classical Feng Shui consultant, meaning I practice Feng Shui the way it was meant to be practiced, the way it was done in the olden China days. Hi Nadine, thank you for joining. And with classical Feng Shui, you know, for those of you who are familiar about Feng Shui, you hear the common explanation or the common way of explaining Feng Shui is that it's the Chinese art of placement. Hi Christy, thanks for joining. So while it is true that it's the Chinese art of placement in terms of placing the right things at the right location, this definition actually misses out on a really key factor of classical Feng Shui. Hi Anna, thanks for joining. A really key classical Feng Shui information, which is the time factor. So to really practice Feng Shui the way it's meant to be practiced means you also need to take the time, in this case either the period that you're in, the year that you're in, or the month that you're in, and combine it with your Feng Shui placements, and that's when you get real results coming through. Okay, this is a quick tip on how you know if a Feng Shui book or a Feng Shui, even a Feng Shui consultant, is not giving classical Feng Shui advice, is when they don't include that time factor in their recommendations. Because Feng Shui is all about energy, you guys, all about energy. And even modern science says energy is constantly moving. So it's not logical to think that you can do your Feng Shui placements 20 years ago and expect it to be relevant today. So a lot of my clients who follow me, they do their Feng Shui updates at least yearly, and in my reports I even put in like monthly changes that need to be done in certain areas. For the home specifically, it's going to be the entrance, the kitchen, and the bedrooms that you need to watch out for. If there are negative energies that are coming either for the year or for the month, there are specific placements that you need to do to make sure that, one, you're remedying the negative energies that are coming through, and two, if there are abundant or prosperous energy, then you make the right placements to activate that. So I wanted to do this scope because following the lunar calendar, which is the Chinese calendar, the new month actually starts January 6th. So we are just, so January 6th, which is Wednesday, is going to be the new month. And the flying star energy for that new month is actually a little bit concerning, especially if you have your bedroom, your kitchen, or your main door in the west direction of your home or your apartment unit or condo unit. Thank you so much for the hearts, you guys. And sorry, I think someone else also joined, but I didn't catch your name in time to say hi. But hi, everyone. If I know some of you guys have my 2016 Feng Shui and astrology calendar, I'm just gonna quickly show you guys here. So this is the month of January. the month of the yin earth ox. You don't have to bother yourself with that so much. But the important part is it starts January 6th until February 3rd based on Chinese calendar. And this is, on every page, I've just printed this out. On every page of my calendar is the monthly chart. So for instance, this is June, and this is the monthly flying star chart. You get that for every month. So what this calendar does is it gives you a heads up in terms of the energetic pattern, the energetic changes for that month. So what is so significant with this one in January here? So this is a little bit of an insight in terms of how classical Feng Shui includes the time factor into our assessment, and that's what determines our placement recommendations. So I have this chart here, if you guys can see, hopefully. So this is what a flying star chart looks like, okay? And all these numbers, there's numbers of 1 to 9, and each number has a specific energy to it, and a specific and different combinations will mean different things. So for these 9 grids, this 3 by 3 box here, each box relates to one direction. So for instance, this is south, southwest, west, northwest, north, northeast, east, and southeast. I'm just going through this for those who have never seen a flying star chart before. So the ones in black, if you see the ones written in black, that is the energy for 2015. I know we are in 2016, but based on Chinese lunar calendar, we're still not yet in the new year. The Chinese New Year actually is in February. Christy says bedroom is in the west. Oh, it went away before I could read the whole thing. So if your bedroom is in the west, you definitely want to watch this whole periscope to make sure that you're not going to have a challenging month coming up. So what I've drawn up here, the ones in the black ink is the 2015 energy. So we're in our final month of the year of the goat. Okay, next month will be the year of the monkey. So we're in the last month of the year of the goat, or the sheep, however you want to call it. And this is the energies there, right? And for this month, the energies are in red. So if you see, they actually double up. So in the southwest, there's 2 number 2s. In the south, there's 2 number 7s. In the southwest is 2 number 9. In the west is 2 number 5. So the significance of this, especially, so the ones you want to watch out for is the southeast, the south, and the west. So look at your space. If again your kitchen, bedroom, or your door, sorry, apologies for my writing there. So if your kitchen, your bedroom, or your door is in the southeast, south, or the west, you want to be very careful in January. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do. Actually, before I go into that, let me quickly go through with you what these 3 numbers mean. I'm not going to go through all 9, but these 3 are the most in any recommendation. Before I do any assessment and all that, the first thing that me and my masters, when I did my apprenticeship, the first thing that we look at is where are the negative energies. You need to remedy the negative energies before you even think about activating the positive, okay? Because otherwise your results won't be as good. So number 2 means illness and stress. So if you have your important areas, again, kitchen, bedroom, the door, or the door, if you have your important areas in the southeast, you're likely to find that yourself or the household may feel drained in energy, may find themselves falling ill, especially if you have your bedroom. Whoever has their bedroom in the southeast is gonna feel that. Actually, whoever has their bedroom in the southeast, south, or west is gonna very likely fall ill, or just feeling really sluggish, or maybe even get into accidents. Okay, so be careful with that. So that's what the number 2 means, illness and stress. The number 7, the explanation that I have come to do for the number 7 in my 8 years as a Feng Shui consultant is something, someone, or some opportunity taken away from you. Okay, so something can be something very important that may, maybe like a document, or like a family heirloom or whatever, getting lost. Or maybe even, especially if you have your door here, if you have your door in the south, very likely to get broken into. So if you have your door in the south, be very careful. Make sure that your door is properly locked, that you have your security there, because the likelihood of bad people coming in through that door is very high for January. Okay, so that's something, losing something. Losing someone, depending on your astrology and depending on other things, sometimes it does mean death. Sometimes, okay? I don't want you to panic. It's a very small percentage, but it is there. It can also mean illness. So, losing someone can also mean, let's say, having a huge argument with either your spouse or your best friend or your favorite sibling or whatever, and not talking for weeks or months. Or maybe someone you really care about moving away, moving out of town. That's also losing something, someone. So not necessarily death, okay? I don't want anyone to panic on this note. And losing some opportunity. Remember when I said, especially if you have your bedroom in the south, if you fall ill, you're going to lose opportunity, let's say for business, let's say for putting in more time to study. Let's say you can't put in 100% in a project at work. So that's losing an opportunity. Or even if you're up for a promotion, if you're looking for a job, if your kitchen, bedroom, or front door is here, then your likelihood of grabbing that opportunity is a little bit low. Okay? And then the number 5 is, of all, from number 1 to number 9, the one that we fear the most is actually the number 5. It's called the 5 yellow, or Wu Huang in Mandarin, or Wu Wang in Cantonese. So the number 5 is general challenges, mishaps, illness, stress, blockages, you name it. There may still be some good things happening, but it's almost like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So it feels like your progress is really pushed back, especially for this year. Hey, BT Ryan, great to see you again. I know it's been a while since my last Periscope. Okay, so now that you know which are the directions that are bad for January, what do you do to remedy that? So for the number 2 and the number 5, you need to put a lot of metal in there. So metal can be, if this is your bedroom and you already have a metal bed frame, then that's actually not so bad. You just need to put more metal. So if you have like a metal statue or metal accessories or anything like that, as much as you can, put them there. The heavier, the better. I've actually started even suggesting to my clients, you know those when you go to the gym, you have those barbells with those heavy metal plates and on each end of the barbells. If you actually have those, they're not just metal, but they're darn heavy, right? Go for the weight as much as you can. So if you happen to have those lying around the home, put them in the west and the southeast, okay? And for those of you guys, you can Google how to do a salt cure. There's many different ways of doing a salt cure. My school does it differently, but you can just Google Feng Shui salt cure. You can put them actually in all three directions, okay? Southeast, south, and west. And if these are your high traffic, high usage area, again, if it's your door, your kitchen, or your bedroom, you want to reduce your usage as much as possible. So if this is your door, if your doors are anywhere here, as much as possible, especially if you're in a home, use a different door, right? Back door, side door, garage door, whatever it is that's not in this direction. If you're in an apartment or in a condo, obviously you're stuck with one door. So just kind of, you can't, there's no other options. You can't go through the window. or the fire escape. I don't know. And keep it dark and quiet as much as possible. So it doesn't matter, bedroom, kitchen, or even the living room. It doesn't matter what room it is. Turn on the light only when you need it, and when you're done, turn it off. Okay, dark and quiet. No parties in these rooms. No important activities in this room, especially the west room. Like if this is your office, if you have a home office and it's in the west, you have to watch out for that. Maybe take your laptop and do it elsewhere in the house. And the same goes to the number 7 as well. So the number 7 in the south and the number 5 in the west, if you guys work from home and they happen to be in these directions, work elsewhere. Even go out and work at Starbucks or whatever if you can. Just do not work in these two directions, because you're going to find that your results are going to be very, very disappointing if you do. Okay, and how do you remedy the number 7? Like I said, you can do the salt cure as well, but apart from that, you can also place something blue. So it can be, it can actually be a pail of water, if you don't mind a pail of water in whatever space that is, or you can put something blue. It can be a blue carpet, blue blanket, blue pillows, even a blue jacket or a blue pashmina. It doesn't have to be anything that's BNW Studio. Thanks for joining back. Sorry, you may have got kicked out. But yeah, anything blue in the south. And I know some of you guys may say, well, south is the fire direction. Why are you putting blue, which is the water element, there? Don't worry about that. Okay? That's a very superficial way of doing feng shui. Main thing is, put a pail of water, but not a fountain though, okay, you guys? Not a moving water, just a stagnant water. A pail of water or a bowl of water is fine. A salt cure and something blue in the south, okay? So again, recap. If your important areas, your high traffic, high usage areas happen to be in the southeast, south, and west, you need to put salt cures in these directions, especially the southeast and the west. And these two directions, the southeast and the west, also need more metal. Okay. Oh, and another thing, do a scan of these rooms and take out anything red. Anything red in those rooms need to go for the month. Okay, because the fire element will trigger these two areas more. If you have fireplace, talking about the fire element, if you have a fireplace in either of these directions, do not use it for the month. Okay, I cannot stress enough on this, especially this one. This is the one, a double 5. I've seen double 5s in my consultation before, and the results have not been pretty. So again, I don't want you guys to panic if that is the case for any of you. I'm giving you a heads up in terms of Flying Star Feng Shui wise, in terms of the energetic patterns of the month. You are being given a warning right now, a heads up. So do your placements as soon as possible, and you can reduce the severity of it, okay? It might not take care of the affliction 100%, but you can at least reduce it. You might get sick instead of getting really, really ill. You might lose something small instead of losing something big, right? You might still face small challenges instead of facing big challenges for the month. So take that as an empowerment as opposed to panicking over, oh my God, my bedroom, my door, and my kitchen is in the west. I am doomed for the month. Do not go there. Do not go there. Because the thing is, you are emanating energy as well. So as much as possible, you want to be projecting positive energy into your space, not contributing to the negative energy. Okay? So that is all I want to scope about today. And sorry, I forgot whoever it was that has her bedroom in the west. Now you know what you need to do. Put your salt cures, put more metal in your bedroom, and you'll be able to reduce the negative affliction of the month. Okay? Not sure what's going on with the lighting here, making me look really yellow, really jaundiced almost. But I'm gonna leave you guys here. Thank you so much for your time and watching me, and thank you for the hearts. If you have not followed me on Periscope, please do so. Look up Feng Shui Rina, and if you want a little bit more information about what I do, and or watch Hi Safrina, it's Dolce. This is my business Periscope. Oh, Dolce, hi! BNW Studio. Okay, I gotta look you up. Thank you so much for that, Dolce. Yeah, so, yeah, if you want to look me up on my website, it's fengshuiandprosper.com, and I would love to connect with you guys next time, either on Periscope or on my other social media. Feel free to look me up. And here's wishing you guys a safe and prosperous January, and also 2016 full of love and joy and laughter and prosperity and abundance for all. Take care now.